Thank you for joining us on the news. I am Evelyn Bedu-Ibu. This broadcast is streaming live on StarTimes Channel 103 and our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. You can log in for the latest. And now details of the news. Over 1 billion naira has been disbursed through grants, purchase of cars, minibuses, tricycles, motorcycles and other items used in empowering constituents by the member representing Uyo Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Mark Eset. Kelvin Samuel reports that 78 persons went home with 1 million naira each, 2 others got 2 million each, and many others grants were awarded. There are details of the news.
Questioned the mark of effective representation, this historic empowerment by the member representing Uyo Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Mark Eset, is described by the people as one of its kind in the area.
We don't have any reason not to pass a vote of confidence, a vote of absolute confidence on our legislator, the Right Honorable Mark Eset. Within these past 2 years, Honorable Mark Eset representing the good people of Uyo Federal Constituency, he has told a part of His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State in a rice agenda. I've never seen any single individual in this federal constituency that benefited 10 million as a direct gift from a principal. I can call you that a jigs breaker.
Represented by his political advisor, Governor Mo Enowai, commending him for ensuring the people enjoy dividends of democracy, encourages others to emulate this gesture.
We shall continue. Amen. Because the governor is never tired, will never be tired, so his lieutenants, his supporters, his aides will never be tired.
I have no doubts or Mark Eset made in 2027 general election, he will win his election landslide.
For the beneficiaries, I beg of you, this is the time to use this money for your trade or whatever you are doing to make sure it expands so that tomorrow another person will also be touched from Mark's benevolence.
The initiator, while presenting his scorecard to the people, reassured that more are on the way as he will continue to put his constituents first in the running of his office.
The empowerment that has been rolled out, the millions, is not audio money. It is not audio money. It is physical cash. That today, some over 100 of my constituents will become millionaires with a twinkle of an eye. That someone who had no hope, who came here, probably boring transport, will go back as a millionaire.
Apart from the cash grants, 5 cars, 29 buses, 66 tricycles, 51 motorcycles, 40 sewing machines, and 42 deep freezers are part of items the people went home with. High point of the event was the handing over of items to beneficiaries, while a motion to support his second-term bid was moved and seconded on the basis of his good works. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
Still on empowerment, a Concord Charity Foundation, in collaboration with Redemption 101.5 FM Abak, have celebrated people living with disabilities in Akwa Ibom State. To mark the celebration, business grants of 50,000 naira each were disbursed to beneficiaries from the 31 local government areas of the state. Wisdom Jacob reports.
Persons living with disabilities are those who have lost able-bodied status and often viewed as non-contributors in society. With these disabilities, some may require intensive care and support of the society. In reaching out to this group of persons, Okonkwo Charity Foundation, in collaboration with Redemption 101.5 FM, presents business grants of 50,000 naira to each beneficiary. African representative of the foundation, Dr. Daniel Kanem, while appreciating the donor for his love, advises the beneficiaries to use the grants judiciously. Managing Director, Redemption 101.5 FM, Comfortumana, commends the beneficiaries for always listening and participating in the phone-in programs of the station.
Whatever resources that will come in from Canada or other European countries for the purpose of giving it to the less privileged, giving it to people living with disability, I will disburse it without any reason to...
Honest in that little thing. To be truthful in that little thing. God will help our society. We are where we are today in this Nigeria, in this our country, in this our state, because of dishonesty, because of lies.
The president of Okonkwo Charity Foundation, Dr. Christopher Okonkwo, in a telephone conversation with the beneficiaries, expresses his passion for humanitarian services to the society.
We value you through the love of Christ, and that's why we call all of you to celebrate today. Charge you today that whatever you collect is not the amount that matters. What matters is the heart. Is God has already blessed the seed. Whatever you do with it will germinate beyond your expectations.
I do sell recharge cards, so with these grants, it's going to help me to boost my business. So I say thank you to Okonkwo Foundation, Charity Foundation.
The grants will boost my business. I am very grateful that I have been selected as one of the beneficiaries of the Okonkwo Charity Foundation Empowerment.
High point of the celebration was presentation of business grants to the beneficiaries who were selected through phone-in programs of the Redemption 101.5 FM. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
With increasing concerns for food security and sustainable economic growth, farming has been identified as a pathway with utmost priority, especially in developing countries like Nigeria. This is the view of various stakeholders and experts at a two-day seminar holding in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Umoba Sede has the report.
It is at the instance of the Large-Scale Farmers Development Association, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, and gathered here are stakeholders and participants in the agricultural value chain. With the theme, Farming, the Driver for Sustainability, the seminar is impacting knowledge on the rural dwellers on how agriculture can be developed for improved livelihood and economic development.
Farming is an integral part of economic development. It's also a foundation for industrial development of the state. So, you cannot rule farming out of development, strategic development of the state.
I request that the youth in particular should take advantage of this meeting, interact with the large-scale farmers, get their phone numbers so that you can always reach out to them, ask questions on the way forward.
Keynote speaker Professor Konansa says the agricultural value chain, apart from enhancing food security, creates several opportunities, boosts trade as well as promotes foreign exchange.
Farming empowers the youth and the women, providing pathways out of poverty and reducing urban-rural migration.
Speaker after speaker exposed participants to the cultivation of crops like cocoa, palm fruit and poultry management. Stakeholders too also speak on the need for government support.
I want the government to be in partnership with the farmers, because there is no way in the world when and where the government is not involved in agriculture that the farmers can really make any progress.
We should take farming as our mainstay. If you are an engineer, if you are a lawyer, which I am, if you are a politician, which I am, you know that farming should also be part and parcel of our life endeavors.
Every farmer should be able to have something that is permanent on the land.
A panel of discussants x-rayed the challenges of farming and...
Yes. We pause for a commercial. Stay tuned.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Hi, baby girl. Hello. I know. I've missed you.
Why text when you can talk? With Glow Talk Master 646. You get all the time you need to catch up with friends and loved ones. Free with Glow Talk Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 50 MB data. Simply dial *606#. New Glow subscribers also enjoy an extra 2,000 Naira data and airtime welcome bonus. That's right. Every time you make up to 6 minutes of calls in a day, you get 6 free minutes plus 50 MB data. Simply dial *606# now to enjoy Glow Talk Master. That's right, 50 MB free data to connect and share as you please.
Welcome back. As part of measures taken to ensure a smooth and successful 2025 NUJ Akwa Ibom State Press Week, the Planning Committee pays a courtesy call on the management of Nigerian Television Authority, UYO. The aim of the visit is to deliberate, strategize ahead as regards the week-long event. Furueto reports.
Nigerian Union of Journalists is a national unifying body for journalists across the country. The Press Week is usually an atmosphere for journalists to reflect on the journey so far, while advocating for press freedom, professionalism, and protection of the rights of journalists in Nigeria, and has maintained its relevance by engaging in constructive dialogue with governments, media owners, and civil society to ensure a robust and a democratic media space. To this end, the chairman of the Press Week Committee, Mr. Ndanti Eku, while briefing the management of activities lined up for the week, is seeking collaboration with the NTA UYO to make the event a success.
The union started 87 years ago. That was just barely 1 year after the creation of Akwa Ibom State. And the planning committee, in collaboration with the State Council Authority-wise, to celebrate the 37th anniversary of the union. So we had to look at how far we have gone as a union, how we started, and what the experience has been. So in that case, it is very necessary to sit with the old blocks and then ask them how did you start this thing? What was the experience of practice at 1991?
General Manager NTA UYO, Mrs. Alice Ugbe, in her response, expresses delight for the visit and maintains that NTA is known for its outstanding services, and also assures the delegation of NTA's commitment by working hand in hand with the committee to ensure a smooth and successful event.
It's good that
you have changed the narrative to come and see things for yourself, and so you can now think of the deserving stations, not just that, okay, this is station, this station. Just think that you have to, on the spot assessment of stations that have applied and see if truly they deserve the award they are applying for. There's a lot of professionalism here. If you have people I don't just say go and report. We have work ethics here. We work as professionals.
The meeting ended with prayers for NTA and for the union, as well as signing of the visitors register in NTA. In Uyo, Uforo Etu, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to use all diplomatic means to ensure a safe return of former President Goodluck Jonathan from Guinea-Bissau following a military coup in that country. In Guinea-Bissau before the military struck, leaving Goodluck Jonathan and others on the mission trapped in the West African country. Lawmakers call for necessary steps to be taken to ensure their security and safe return.
Why is this one so difficult to track? The United Arab Emirates has released names of terrorist sponsors. In this country, the names of these sponsors are yet to be released to face justice. The question is, what message are we passing?
When we hear figures like 50, 70, 350, these are not just mere debtors or numbers. These are humans. These are lives. People that we swore an oath to protect. And something has to be done, Mr. Speaker.
To strengthen border control, to curb arms trafficking and movement of criminal groups.
Some of the conversations that you're having in this room reflected in the declaration of Mr. President.
Kidnapping, murder, robbery, these cases cannot wait years. States must have the power to prosecute swiftly. Justice delayed has become justice denied in too many cases.
The National Assembly correspondent Mitari Pen reports that the House of Thursday's plenary continued debate on national security with far-reaching recommendations from the lawmakers. It's now time for the second break. Stay tuned.
With gratitude to God for a life well lived, the family of Okonumana announces the peaceful call to glory of the beloved mother, auntie, grandmother, and great-grandmother Arodede Mokon, fondly known as the Kaumana, who slept in the Lord at the age of 86. Burial arrangement as follows: Wednesday, 26th November 2025, opening of the mourning house. Thursday, 27th November 2025, condolence visit by groups, friends, and well-wishers. Friday, 28th November 2025, wake keep at the deceased compound, Ikoranietam, in its local government area, Akwa Ibom State. Saturday, 29th November 2025, lying in state and funeral service conducted by the Apostolic Church, Ikoranie District, at her hometown, Ikoranietam, in its local government area. She is survived by children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and other relatives, including Basi Taikbang of the NTA. Adio, Ekaumana. We love you, but God loves you most. Rest peacefully in his bosom till we meet to part no more. Announcer Umanede Mokonumana for the family.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, SAC 0209-462-1168, 0916-772-3240. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Many thanks for staying tuned. And on sports, let's join Bright Ibucho for the latest in the world of sports.
Nigeria's men's basketball team, the Tigers, will face Tunisia on Thursday in their opening Group C match of the 2027 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. The group also includes Rwanda and Guinea, with Nigeria positioned as the second highest ranked team behind Tunisia. Both teams last competed in the World Cup in 2019, and with just 5 African spots up for grabs at the 2027 finals in Doha, there is little room for mistakes. The team arrived in Tunisia just hours before their first complete training session on Wednesday, as they aim to return to the World Basketball stage after missing the last edition. Meanwhile, the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olopade, has formally opened the technical session of the Second National Council on Sports, holding in Calabar. The session is designed to establish the foundation for crucial decisions and recommendations that will influence the future development of sports in Nigeria.
We want to see a system where the sports economy is beginning to resonate with our athletes, with corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, where we have a value exchange system between sports stakeholders and potential sponsors from the private sector.
Elsewhere, in football, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has said
That's so much we can take on sports updates, and this is where we wrap up today's bulletin. The news translation comes up shortly. From me, good night.
Song it boy I could member singing in Yambubre Yumi. Ebo Idiogata Concord Charity Foundation, Mediana, you found to radio Idiogate Redemption 101.5. Kabak, it depend out when senior Ndoki them. Adinama Minko, Aduko, even no, a more 1,000 naira than Medu, a tempo even depend on with the mover more. Ke Bunsito, Manko Kara, Edmedu, is Kesteden.
Bonsidi handido kidem. Edum bono kusukida ona andido mi. Iwa mammo kusundo ndeket. Ndien bono wesira mo. Atembone mi kene ki tempo isen ku bono wo. Kena mo ni mendido mi. Kusukida ayem na ibati wa mammo ke mention siusong. Beatodo enam ko no mutoi bono mi. Ebo edi on te Concord Charity Foundation. Ema diana mu fa oto muswana ite Idiogate Redemption 101.5 FM. Enongo Mboromi 1,000 naira abamedup adiben nangambuba. Andida no ebogodo kidere Afrika Dr. Daniel Kanem. Kinyeke komo adai woro ebogodo. Kima anye ni no obono wo. Ama no mbonsidia ufonito nutumomi. Itemebo ya ikrebo kimi kama kodo inamko kusongo fono. Adai woro for oton radio Idiogate Redemption 101.5 FM. Makom forumana amakom bono wosiria ufonito nutumami akene na moisi kpa uton yo kene wana yo kedi kod murkota inko kemen nutum asika isoku fo utumodo adai wore bogodo Dr. Christopher Konko kini akatanga iko yembon siria ufonito enomo mi kurkota inko amatanga bu kede ubyo utomi moinie ado dinampo nombono wo nyong dependa odu wemo Agbari nam kitiere gado. Dino mo, akodi ben dependa ambu mo. Ado eke sara mo ito, Kemen nutum na moy si pangotong enyong ekene ekuru rotanko. Smufotun Radio Redemption 101.5 FM. Wisdom Jacob, Kombok NTA.
Kena ayemusung na mudia pa ba kema fre ubang gen kororo. Krebo ke adito iwang adong buku aduk songkit kema kerina mi akpan ke mirong siyem ino ya ba kan lutumo furu. Ami ado sem bonowo. Ye menta ka fang lutumo taiwang eketang kukbembo seniba etumomi kuyo.
Ado ibo video agate Large Scale Farmers Development Association. Ngo ka Akwa Ibom State etumukbembo useni bami ndien bono wosi bono mi edom bono wosi ni ubakan utumuto iwang ke mention si yunda ukbembo mi ado dinom bono wosi dong ke mesri dong mentotong ifyok ke na beto iwang edependa udu wem bono wo eyong edependa ndo tumo foriden nyen akbana no ukbeb ki tiedo ata ifyok okononsa ama tangbo ken utmomi ayawo nam yang ni dia ba bono weni uteminam ayong odo senyam mempo iwang eno senide emai nom bono wo ukbeb kemme usong na beto memfri wang utote koko eyup me na bebe onen bono we ma yong itang iko ibanga musong medu na ukara akbesunu wam anom meto wang ke mention si usong emai yong ibat mention siom fna ka fa uto wang yemme usong na be keme adi yom memframi Wisdom Jacob Kombok NTA.
Kanyen bon di trem bon mo bre yo mi ro tu kan ka du ba sen pon ri ko po membo me fre. Excellent.